Hi there. Good morning. It's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. Thanks for joining us today for our Wednesday morning Facebook Live. I was not here last week. I missed it, and I'm glad to be back. I had a great little vacation, and I'm back to work. So I'm going to give people just a few minutes to pop on. If you do come on, just say hi and tell me where you're from. And just a note, while I'm trying to share this, let me try to share this over to my Lollipop Papers group. And remember, we still have the Lollipop Paper and Friends group. That's where we do our monthly challenge. And you can just post anything that you're working on. Doesn't have to be Stampin' Up, doesn't have to be paper crafting, whatever it is. We just want to see it. And then I draw for a prize patrol at the end of the month. Okay, so I'm just sharing this over to my Lollipop Papers group now, and I'll see if I have a few people on. So hi, welcome. It's nice to see you. I'm glad to be back. Let's see if I'm going to get some comments up. I'm not sure. I should be able to see them on both sides. So anyway, if you're new to my Wednesday Facebook Lives or my videos on YouTube, my name is Lori Pinto. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have been for, next month is my 5-year anniversary, so I'm very excited about that. I'll have some specials for you to celebrate that. And I have a blog at lollipoppaperandink.com. Hi, Suzanne. And that's where I post all of my projects. Eventually get onto that blog. And but I do this Facebook Live once a week on Wednesdays, and I also have a Facebook Live class the first Friday of every month. But this is just a, good morning, Nancy. This is just a little crafting time that we have together. So I see some people are coming on. Good morning to everyone. I'm going to do some prize patrol from 2 weeks ago and see if I can give away another stamp set for today. So what I do is I give, the prize patrols are for anyone that is kind enough to share the video here on the Facebook group, on the Facebook page. And so I take all the names. Sometimes it doesn't tell me your name if you shared it. So I always ask that you maybe just put your name, or just tell me that you shared it in the comments. And then I just put it in a random number generator right before I come on and pull a name from everyone that shared. But I do appreciate everybody that does share. So today, this is from 2 weeks ago on July 7th, I had the Biggest Wish stamp set, which I use all the time. I love it. And that is going to my friend Nancy Kowalski. So Nancy, I picked your name this morning. I was so excited that came up. So Nancy, I'll get this out to you this afternoon or tomorrow the latest. I have my online class, which hopefully will be going out tomorrow morning. Okay, so for today's prize patrol, which we will pick from next week, I have a little sampling of 3 different, they're retired, they just retired with the January to June catalog. But this is the snail mail DSP, and I cut them in 4 by 6s, so they're ready for a card front right away. And hi Susan. And and I just packaged them up. I think there's 12 or 15 in each group, and I have 3 of them. So I have the snail mail, I have the fine art floral, which, oh my gosh, I love that one. And then this one is that cute little Playful Pets, I think this is called. I didn't save the back of it for that one. But good morning. But so anyway, I have these 3 little packs, and I did it 4 by 6s for 2 reasons. So it's easier for me to mail, and also so they're pretty much ready for you. Just give it a little trim and they're ready for your card fronts. Okay, so that is for next week. Okay, so let's get busy today. I want to put the camera down, and what we're going to be doing today is a you're welcome, Nancy, it's a cute little project that I did from, let me show you. This was I did post it on my blog last week. This was part of my Pals blog hop. And Pals are the big group that I am part of as far as Stampin' Up. So like when I signed on, you're part of a team, and so that's what we're called, the Pals. Now I have my own team. We're called the Incredible Crew, but every month the Pals, which is a much bigger team, does a blog hop. And so this is the one I did. And the theme for the blog hop was garden, like wonderful projects from the garden. So I did post this, but I thought this was really cute and a cool little technique that I used to make this little window card. So what I used was the Garden Birdhouses stamp set, and I think this is like a sleeper in the catalog because when I first saw it, I just fell in love with it. But then of course we get like overwhelmed with all the beautiful suites and bundles, and this is just a little standalone stamp set, and I just have to remember to go back to those because those make the cutest and most special projects. So I'm going to use that, but I wanted to use this other one, which I got kind of on a whim. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it or give it away, and I'm kind of glad that I kept it because it's all just watercolor shapes. It's the photopolymer, and that's how I did this background here. And if you don't have this, I think on the blog I explained it too, that if you don't have something like this, you could just take a clear block that you use for your stamps and just put that in your ink pad, and you'll get that. You'll get a shape of whatever square or whatever rectangle that you're using. So, but this was super easy to do this and not so messy. So let me show you how I started it. I just started with a simple basic white 11 by 4 1/4 and scored at 5 1/2. And let me give it a little burnish because it looks a little puffy on one side. Okay, so I'm going to do that with my bone folder. That always makes a nice crisp line. And so what I did first was I took the scallop dies, and of course I put them away, but let me show you which one I used. I used this one here. It was just the perfect shape. And what I did was I took this and I ran this through the Big Boss and came out with this, okay? So that fit right in there. I just did that ahead of time to save some time. But what I want to do is and this is going to be the top layer. So, and we're going to emboss this also with this beautiful embossing folder. So, dandelions, I think it's called. I usually have a tag on it, but I seem to have not done that this time. So let me just show you how I just positioned this onto my card base. So this is just a 5 1/4 by 4, and I positioned it so I want to put my stamp right on my card base. So what I did, I just wanted to make sure I was in the right area. So I just laid it down there, and I just put a little mark here and a little mark here. And if it shows up, I can always do that again. I can always just erase those. So I'm using Balmy Blue, and I'm going to stamp it right onto the thick basic white cardstock. And it's okay if it's a little off, if it's not perfectly centered, because the opening is going to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to do it this way. And when I first started it, I thought, oh, I'm going to do it this way. It's easier for me, but you know what? I couldn't get it even that way. I mean, I couldn't get it straight. So I'm just going to line it up right there and give that a little press. And this Balmy Blue is beautiful for backgrounds, for skies and stuff like that. So that is all that took. All right, so let's go back, and then you can see when we attach this on here, it's gonna fit. perfectly right there, okay? So let's go ahead and emboss this. And I'm using, oh, I was gonna show you what page that was on, but that will have to wait. So what I'm gonna do here is I want to make sure that I want to fill in this whole side of the card front. So I'm gonna put it right there. So I have it all the way up to the top, and I have these little wispy branches down that way. Let me bring this in here. And with embossing, and because this is the 3D kind, I'm just using my plate, my big #1 plate, and I'm using the embossing plate. I don't need the other little ones. And I'm going to send that through. Oh, sorry, the camera, this machine is so heavy it shakes. And I couldn't fit the little mini in there. So see how pretty that is? It comes out so nice. It just adds a little bit of extra interest, and that's always what we're looking for. Okay, so now what I did here, and I'll show you, we're going to do this a little different. Here's my card base, and when I opened this up, I realized that the blends had gone through, so I don't want that to happen again this time. So I have a little fix-it for that, and that's why I saved my little crop out that I had used to get me to get me there. Okay, so let's do a little stamping. Now we're going to get that birdhouse out, and I'm just going to wing it here. And I'm using the black memento because I want to use my blends to get that in there. And you know what? I do see my little pencil marks, so I'm going to just get rid of those. Goodbye. Okay, let's see. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I'll try to read them. It's hard to read them as I'm trying to do this. But okay, so this guy is just going right into the center. Love that. And he has a little pole. Now, I don't trust myself to, it really doesn't matter because it's gonna go through there. But what I did was I just inked up, not the whole thing, I just inked up, oh, I don't know, 2/3 of it. But just in case, and if you're doing something else where it does matter, where you don't have this layer on top, and you want to add something to it, you know, it's to keep it in this box, I would just put this little guy here. Actually, I'm going to go this way so I don't see those little perforated marks. And then you don't have to worry about being careful. You can just, if I can see it, I can't see it. Okay, there you go. All right, and then we're going to pick this guy up, and beautiful. Okay, so now let's do the little birdie. Where'd she go? She is right here, and I'm just gonna put her right on the corner there. Oh, I didn't get that all the way. All right, I'm not gonna mess with it because it's too little, but you'll get the idea. We're gonna add some blends to that, and that will pop right out. So you don't even have to, but I colored in for this one. I did use my Smoky Slate blends, and I always start with my light one. Everyone does this different, so just to fill it in a little bit. And I do like the white, in this case it's the blue, but I'd like the lighter showing through also. So that's all I'm going to do here. And then I'm going to come back and just give it a little bit of blends, a little bit of blending. Just a little bit, nothing noticeable. And I'll make this go a little darker. Now I want to take my light again and drag that so that and when it dries, it's magic. It does all that for you. So I'm just going to do my little birdie and the roof. This is hard to tell which is light. This is the lighter one. Oh, these are new, I think. And I'm just going to add a little bit of color here and here and on this guy. See, now we can tell that it's a bird. And let's add some dark here. And maybe have a little bit of shading. And I'm going to pull that through. There we go. All right. I think that's good enough. All right, so what I'm going to do now is we are going to put this on top right here. And I'm going to use my the foam adhesive strips for this. Instead of lining this guy totally with dimensionals, I love these things. And so easy. And you don't have to be exact. That will work just fine. And I save every little piece too. All right, so I'm just going to put this up to the corner here. And let's see what we'll do here. Take a piece, and then I'm just going to do a few strips for the top. And I think it definitely saves on the your dimensionals. And you do get 4 sheets of this when you do order these. 4 panels to use. Now I need something really skinny on that side, so I'm just going to take one of these, and I think that should be fine. Okay, alrighty, and then this is going to go right on there. So let's take these off. And whoopsie. All right, now I'm just going to try, and this time I am going to go this way, just because these things are super strong, and I just want to make sure that I'm even. There we go. Okay, there, pretty, right? Oh, I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little sentiment, and let's see, I have the, which I'll do in black this time. It says, hope each moment of your day is as special as you are. And that is a very nice saying. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the middle here. I don't really know what that's trimmed at, but I'm going to trim it once I know where I'm going to put it. And you see how this gives this enough dimension where, and you don't see a whole row of dimensionals. You just, to me, it stays nice and flat. All right, so I want this to be more on this side. So I'm just going to snip off just a little bit there. Okay, and I'll put a little bit of adhesive on, where's my adhesive? On this side, just a little bit. Come on. And a little bit more there. Okay. And I think that as long as you line it up to the edge of something, like I think I did the same thing here. So I lined it up right to the edge here, and then this doesn't matter. And that's it. Beautiful. So let's just add a little bit of blank. Oh, and then I want to show you what I'm going to do to the inside, because we don't want, if you're giving it, you don't want somebody to see your work from the back side. All right, so I'm just going to use a little bit just to pick up the gray with from the smoky slate. I'm going to use a little bit of metallic pearls. And let's see, come on. And I got to use all these up before I open up my next pack. I was so happy when these stayed in the new catalog too. Okay, so now we still have to deal with this little guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my die cut that I had before, and I'm just going to stamp the birdhouse. Just simple, black and white, and I mean, no coloring, but let's just get this on here, just a reminder of what's up on front. And then I think I'm going to take a little bit, and this is just Post-it tape. You could just use a, this is just easy to have around, but you could use, you could just use a regular Post-it note. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing here because I don't like it when it goes over the cropped out design. I like it to be clean right down to that, see? And then it looks like you cropped it after you stamped it. Okay, and this guy is just going to go right over there. Okay, and like I said, I always keep my silicone pad here for that main purpose of just getting my seal to do its job. And I'm just going to keep that right there. And I do love this die because of these little edges that open up. You could put ribbon through here, but in this case I'm not. But I just wanted a little surprise as you open up the card, and you can see that there. Okay, so see how quick and easy and fast that was. So, my friends, let me show you. Remember about my summer scoop special. So before I put the camera back up, let me just show you, we have plenty, and some of the names are here. Well, all of them have a name, because I have a whole stack that don't have the names. But this is what I do when I get an order, an online order of $50 or more, and I add your name to a summer scoop. And right after Labor Day, we're going to pick, and I'm going to have 5 different items from the new catalog that I'll be giving away. So for every $50. So if your order is over 50, you get 2 scoops, and likewise. And then also, if you, all these red ones are from my July online class. So if you join the online class, you also will get your name on a scoop. So I appreciate that. That is running through all summer, so that's just good to know. And what else? Let's see what else. Let me bring you back up here. And let me just tell you about my paper share. So I think that went out a day or 2 ago on the email or on the blog. I can't remember. But the paper share is, I need 4 people to, oh, hi Marty, how are you? I need 4 people for each share. And I buy every pack of the paper except for the Blackberry Beauty this time, because we've already been told it won't be available right at the release of the catalog. So, and there's no date of when it's coming, and I don't want to hold back all the other papers. So it's 8 papers. I'm not including that one. And I get them all in. I divide them up into 4. I package them, I label them, and everybody gets a little bit of, a little taste of every piece of that beautiful DSP that's in the new catalog. So that is happening now. You just have to email me to confirm your spot, because I do need 4 people for each share. So I open up another share each time one closes, and I confirm that you're on the list, but I don't confirm your spot until I have the 4 people, and then I go back and I tell you that right away. So and I will need them by, I will need you to reserve your spot by Monday, the 2nd, August 2nd, because first thing when that catalog goes live on Tuesday morning, that's when I place the order for everything. So for the first shot, you can always email me afterwards. I can always put you on another share, and then as soon as that fills, then I would order more. But I want to get that right out from the gate before it goes on back order, or anything goes on back order. So that's that. So if you confirm, if you reserve your spot, and then on the 27th, next Tuesday, I think, I will send you the PayPal invoice for that, and then you're definitely, once it's paid, then you're on the list, and I get you on that first batch out. What else? My bingo email just went out this morning, so I'm doing an online Stampin' Bingo again. It's August 12th. If you haven't done bingo with us before, it's so fun. It's on Zoom, and I send you kits. I send you products that we're going to be using on your kits, and I have all the game prizes, the bingo prizes and the door prizes are from the new catalog. So I always wait until at least I know I can order them. So that's another thing that I'll be ordering right away on as soon as that goes live. So I don't remember. I think that's the 27th also, the RSVP for that. So keep that all in mind, and contact me, email me, call me, whatever, if you have any questions. So I hope you enjoyed our little crafting session today. I did, and I will see you next week. Now next week also, hopefully starting Monday, I'm going to be starting a Christmas in July, since it's our last week of July, but a Christmas in July series. So every day I'll be posting something from the new catalog, a new product and a new project. So next Wednesday I'll have one of those projects, and we'll do that together to give you a little sneak peek on that too. Okay, ladies, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great week, and I hope you stay safe, and I hope to see everyone back here next week. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.